Billionaire and former Senator Manny Villar gets the broadcast frequencies formerly held by ABS-CBN. New research shows the Omicron variant sticks longer on skin and plastic surfaces compared to other variants. A group of healthcare workers claims that there was no consultation regarding the one COVID allowance. The Comelec reveals its initial plans for the upcoming presidential debates. And Taylor Swift cries foul over an allegation that she does not write her own songs. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Starting today's broadcast with billionaire Manny Villar taking over ABS-CBN's frequencies. The NTC confirmed that Villar's Advanced Media Broadcasting System, or AMBS, has been awarded provisional authority to operate ABS-CBN's digital TV frequency. This comes almost 2 years after the Lopez-led media titan was forced to go off air. AMBS clarified that the permit is, quote, for simulcast purposes only and will be effective until the analog shut-off in 2023. The NTC says Villar has been waiting for an available digital TV frequency for 15 years after becoming the first applicant for an authority to install, operate, and maintain a digital TV in Metro Manila. This will effectively give the Villar Group control over the frequencies, which is a scarce public asset, while blocking future attempts by ABS-CBN to regain use of the spectrum. Senator Bongbong Marcos believes that our path to recovery comes from the COVID-19 crisis starts with unity. Marcos Jr. said this during his one-on-one interview with Asia's King of Talk, Boy Abunda, on the issue of human rights violations during the time of his father's martial rule. Bongbong invited Amnesty International to share their data of victims with him. He said that this could maybe help him make sure that the system works and that, quote, the alleged abuses won't happen again. Meanwhile, Vice President Leni Robredo went to Sulu to visit the timber footbridge that was built in 2019 with the help of the OVP at Barangay Pag-Asinan. She also went to Barangay Busbus to meet and thank volunteers for their continued support to her presidential campaign. Now, the Comelec says it is now eyeing a potential venue for the debates it will organize for candidates running for national positions. Comelec spokesperson James Jimenez says there will be 2 formats for the national poll debates. One will be done with a single moderator, while the other is a town hall debate. However, Jimenez clarifies that joining the debate is not mandatory. But the Comelec says it has high expectations for candidates to participate in the event to allow voters to assess their platforms.
It's going, but we have yet to get a firm commitment. No? I think in general, we have very high expectations for all candidates to actually attend. We will let the empty chair speak for itself. So we will have an empty chair on stage, or an empty podium on stage for those who don't attend. So that's all the message that you need to hear from them.
New research shows that the Omicron variant can survive longer than other variants on skin and plastic surfaces. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez gives us a front seat to the story.
The health department has detected cases of stealth Omicron, or the BA.2 subvariant, in the country. DOH Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said the stealth Omicron is now predominant in most regions. But she stressed there's no significant difference between that one and the original Omicron variant, BA.1.
At kinakailangan pa rin po ng masusing pag-aaral dahil limitado pa rin naman ang ating mga obserbasyon na nakukuha dito.
A news report from Reuters said recent studies show that Omicron can survive longer than other variants, especially on plastics and skin. Though it has yet to be peer-reviewed, Japanese researchers say they found that the average survival time of Omicron is more than 193 hours or around 8 days. While average survival time of the said variant on skin samples such as cadavers lasted 21 hours. However, health experts say there's no cause for alarm. What's important is to strictly practice good hygiene.
For so long as malinis yung kamay natin, wala siyang paraan na tumalon para pumasok sa katawan natin.
At least 535 cases of Omicron have been confirmed in the Philippines. The UK Health Security Agency has designated the new Omicron variant BA.2 as a variant under investigation after it detected more than 400 cases in the country this year. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
Health workers are crying foul over the health department's proposed one COVID allowance program. They believe this will make it even harder for frontliners to claim adequate benefits. Camille Samonte has the report.
Medical frontliners from Philippine General Hospital have expressed their disappointment over the new compensation scheme of the health department. The PGH-UP Workers Union criticized the timing of its proposal with the ongoing surge of COVID-19 infections and shortage of health workers in the country. The DOH will be implementing its One COVID-19 Allowance program, which will replace the Special Risk Allowance and Active Hazard Duty Pay for health workers. The agency said the allowance will depend on the COVID-19 exposure classification. Those deemed high risk will be given 9,000 pesos, while health workers classified as moderate and low risk will be given 6,000 and 3,000 pesos respectively. For PGH-UP Workers Union, this compensation scheme is unjust and an insult to all medical frontliners.
Lahat po ng nasa hospital ay high risk. In fact po, napatunayan na rin po yan namin dito. Bawat surge po, sa pilit nilang paghahati, meron daw COVID, meron daw non-COVID, pero mas marami po ang nai-infect na non-COVID. Dahil sila po yung talagang, kumbaga, mas downgrade yung PPE, nakaka-encounter ng mga hindi pa natetest o kaya hindi pa alam kung ano ba talaga yung mga disposition.
They were also not consulted by the DOH regarding this program. What's worse is that they still haven't received the full payment for their meals, accommodation, and transportation allowance under the Bayanihan 2 law. With this, the group thinks it will now be more difficult to get adequate and equitable benefits.
Nakakadala na talaga itong ginagawa ng DOH, ginagawa ng gobyerno sa amin, na parang tuwing may surge na lang, haharap kami ng walang tanong, walang question, dire-diretsong duty. Pero pag eto na, singilan na ng benepisyo, laging pahirapan, laging parang barat at parang kulelat lagi, no? Yung mga health workers at tinitipid pa sa panahon ng pandemya.
According to Malacanang, the one COVID allowance is now being discussed in Congress, but it insisted that benefits of health workers must be given in accordance with the order of President Duterte.
Ang mahalaga lamang nating tandaan is siyempre kailangan po ng importante po yung source of funds na ma-identify po talaga natin ang source of funding at saan kukunin yung pondo para dyan.
The Alliance of Health Workers, however, is not convinced with this. For them, instead of recognizing their dedication and commitment in serving the people, the new compensation scheme is discriminatory.
Nakakalungkot po na sinasabi ni President Duterte na yung SRA ay hindi sapat yung 5,000. Gusto niyang taasan. Paano mo tataasan na pinag-isa na ng one COVID allowance na ito? Kaya hindi kami pumapayag na hindi dapat na hindi pantay-pantay ang pagbibigay. Dapat hindi kinaklasify kasi ang virus naman, hindi naman siya dumadapo, taga-admin ka, low risk lang ako or moderate lang ako sa iyo. Kaya nakakalungkot kasi instead na pag-isahin o pagkaisahin ng mga health workers, nag-aaway-aaway na ngayon. Divisive at saka discriminating at unjust ito sa mga health workers. Sa mga health workers.
For News 5, Camille Samonte, We Are One News.
More than a decade since the Kanye-Taylor feud, Taylor Swift's reputation is once again being challenged. I'm Jay Marfori with the story.
They say don't mess with Taylor Swift. Blur's lead singer Damon Albarn is in hot waters after commenting in an interview with Mikael Wood that Swift does not write her own songs. He even adds, quote, co-writing doesn't count. Miss Swift did not take the comment lightly. In a retweet of Los Angeles Times post detailing the interview, the singer-songwriter blasted Albarn, saying his hot take is completely false and that she writes all her songs. Albarn did apologize in the Twitter thread, but said his response was reduced to clickbait. Another artist is on the hot seat. Rocker Marilyn Manson is being accused anew of sexual violence, this time by ex-fiancée actress Evan Rachel Wood. In the HBO documentary Phoenix Rising, Wood claims she was abused during the filming of Manson's music video in 2007. She was 19 and Manson was 39 at the time. The actress said this escalated over the course of their relationship. Manson, who has been accused of sexual assault multiple times, denies the allegations. The documentary premiered in the Sundance Film Festival. For News 5, MJ Marfori, we are One News.
Here are the stories to watch out for later today. Outgoing COMELEC commissioners Rowena Guanzon and Antonio Co are scheduled to face the media this morning. That's to discuss the COMELEC's plans after their retirement next month. The Health Department is also set to discuss the scheduled rollout of COVID-19 vaccines for kids ages 5 to 11. And the Meralco linemen who helped restore power in areas affected by Typhoon Odette are set to arrive at the Manila North Harbor this morning. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for your free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe. Philippines, we are One News.